Yo, what's going on, guys? Hope everybody's having a good day. I thought we would try something different tonight. Now, normally we either have some gameplay with some commentary behind it, or every now and then I like to do some guides, or every time there's a new announcement or a patch, we go over that as well. But today's going to be just more of a discussion. So with this recent announcement that Aegis upgrades are being brought into multiplayer, this is a pretty big deal. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of people are excited for it, myself included. And there's just a lot to go over, a lot to take in and consider. Just all these Titans have such strong Aegis upgrades, or Aegis upgrades. I never really know how to pronounce it. I get yelled at regardless of how I do it. So I'm just going to say Aegis for now. I think that's the way most people accept. But either way, this is just crazy. I've been trying to picture in my mind how it's all going to play out. And I can't, because this is just something brand new. It's something we've never seen before. This was an idea that we joked about when Aegis upgrades were first introduced, or Frontier Defense was first introduced. Like, imagine we could use these in multiplayer. That would be ridiculous. That would be overpowered. And now it's finally happening, and I'm going to be honest with you, I do not think I'm prepared. Obviously, I have some Titans maxed out with all their Aegis upgrades. I have Ronin maxed out all the way. I have Ion, and I also have Scorch. And I'm currently working on Legion. Of course, I'm not going to have every single Titan ready for this. Now, I'm hoping that the community loves this game mode, either Aegis Titan Brawl or Aegis Last Titan Standing. Either way, I'm hoping that this game mode lasts a while so that I can eventually test out every single Titan and give you my full opinion on all of them. But for now, since I don't have all of them, I would love for the community, I would love for you guys to come together and let me know what you think about every single Titan. I want opinions on everything. Now, today, all we can do is speculate. We haven't played it yet, so I'm going to give you my opinion. We're going to go over every single Aegis upgrade that all the Titans have, and we're just going to contemplate on who's going to be the strongest, who's going to be the most fun, what are their best team comps going to be. And besides my own opinion, I would love for you guys to also participate. Let me know in the comments which Titan do you think is going to dominate. Now, don't just be like, Team Ronin, Team Tone. I understand we all have our favorites, but let's be critical here. So to start things off, let's have a look at Scorch. So Scorch is one of these Titans that for the longest time, I feel like the community is split on whether or not he's actually viable or really viable in multiplayer, at least in a competitive setting. A lot of people think he's underpowered, some people think he's just fine, and some people are like, no, he's the best Titan in the world. I got 40 kills with him last night. So we all have our own opinion, but I think Scorch is going to be really strong in Aegis Titan Brawl. Maybe not the strongest, but he's going to be up there. So the first upgrade he gets is at rank 2, which is Double Threat, which eventually turns into Triple Threat at rank 17. So we'll just go over that since Double Threat is pretty much forgotten about once you get this. Thermite Launcher now fires 3 shots before needing to reload. I won't go far enough to say that this changes everything, but I do think it changes a lot. One of my main complaints in multiplayer is that Scorch only has 1 shot, and whether you hit that shot or miss it, you now have to spend a few seconds, which feels like an eternity, reloading and praying that your enemy isn't pounding more and more damage onto you, and just praying that they're walking into your thermite, which is usually pretty easy to avoid. So now that he's going to have 3 shots, I think your enemies will fear you more, especially if you shoot straight and you have good accuracy. And also, if that thermite actually sticks to your enemy 3 times, that's going to do a lot of damage, and it's going to be pretty scary to play against. Not to mention, at rank 11, Scorch unlocks Roaring Flames. Thermite damage is increased. So I don't really think it's that hard to ever avoid his traps to begin with, whether it be the flame wall or the gas canisters. But now, if you do get caught in one of these things, it's going to suck, because you're going to feel that extra damage. And then we have Hot Streak, which Scorch unlocks at Aegis rank 8. Thermite damage builds up core meter multiplier. So in Frontier Defense, this is fantastic, and I'd argue that it's one of Scorch's best upgrades, because when it comes to AI, they usually run in straight lines or walk in straight lines. It's pretty easy to just continuously trap them with your thermite and just build up that core meter over and over again and spam flame core. It's so much fun to use in Frontier Defense, but for multiplayer, I don't know if it's really going to benefit that much. Obviously, it's going to help you a little bit every time somebody gets caught in your thermite. That's always a plus. But like I said, it's pretty easy to avoid Scorch's thermite for the most part. Obviously, sometimes you're going to get stuck in those situations or go up against a really good Scorch who knows how to trap you efficiently. But it's not like he's going to keep you in those flames for seconds at a time. Usually, as soon as you get caught in one of those, you're going to run away, and he's not going to build up too much core meter. But at the same time, Hot Streak will always help him. So I think it's going to be a good added bonus, but it's not going to be a make or break thing like it is in Frontier Defense, because it's crazy the things you can do with Hot Streak and FD. And the last upgrade he gets is Explosive Barrels, which is at level 20. Igniting an incendiary trap now triggers an initial explosion. So I never had the numbers for this ability. I don't really know how much it actually helped to begin with. I can't really speak too much on it because of that. Do you guys know how much extra damage these explosive barrels do? Because I honestly have no idea. So obviously extra damage or extra DPS is always a bonus. I just can't really say, or I don't know how to feel if it's going to be that much of an impact in multiplayer. With all that said, I think the one upgrade we're going to notice the most when we fight enemy Scorches is the triple threat upgrade. Just giving him the ability to shoot you 3 times with that thermite launcher is going to be so annoying, and it's going to do a lot of damage, like I said, if that thermite sticks. So all these upgrades are pretty damn good for Scorch. I don't think he's going to be the top dog in Aegis Brawl. I think he's going to be strong. He's going to be effective, definitely more effective than ever, but I don't think he's going to be one of those Titans that we're like, oh god, they have a Scorch. And in multiplayer, when I play Scorch, I always use Inferno Shield. I feel like that's the best way to play him. Obviously, you can disagree, but for my play style, I just try and flank my enemies and just abuse the incredible power of Inferno Shield and melt down my targets just by getting in really close range. But I don't think I'll be able to do that anymore because of all the upgrades every Titan is getting. They're getting extra health, they're getting extra shields, and Inferno Shield is not getting a buff. So it looks like I won't be able to stick to that playstyle anymore, which makes me a little sad, but hopefully Scorch is still effective. Next up, we have Ion. I don't know how everybody else plays Ion in Frontier Defense, but I pretty much play her the exact opposite of how I play her in multiplayer, and that's because I feel like a lot of her upgrades are catered to her split shot rather than her laser shot. So back in the day, most Ion players would just abuse the hell out of laser shot, play around that one ability, and pretty much never aim down sights to waste energy. But in Frontier Defense, we're getting so many different upgrades. The first one being Split Shot Power, which you get at Aegis Rank 2. Split shots deal more damage. Okay, that's a plus. That means you can aim down sights. It's going to cost some energy to use these shots, but you're doing more damage with the split shot. So in Aegis Brawl or Aegis Last Time Standing, I still think split shot is going to be every Ion's main source of attack. I don't think we're going to be doing too much sniping with the laser shots. One, because laser shot is not getting a buff. It's going to stay at the same amount that it's always been. At least that's what I'm assuming, right? But at the same time, every single Titan is getting their health increased and their shields increased, so I don't think any of us are going to be wanting to waste energy on laser shotting people because it's going to feel like we're just tickling them. We'd rather just do more damage with that split shot. At rank 11, we get split shot efficiency. Split shots require less energy. You see where I'm going with this? This Respawn wants us to abuse this new split shot instead of going with laser shot. And I mean, it makes sense. It does a lot of damage. You can melt Titans in Frontier Defense. I don't know how much damage it's going to do to enemy players in Aegis Brawl, but I'm sure it's going to be the main source of attack. It used to be frowned upon to aim down sights and split shot people with Ion in multiplayer because of that energy requirement. It would just deplete immediately. So it's like, even though I'm doing this extra damage, do I really want to waste all of my energy when instead I could laser shot somebody, poke them from a distance, a safe distance, and maybe drop a tripwire or something. But now the split shot, it doesn't take as much energy. Two things. At rank 8, we get energy storage. Ion's max energy is increased, and at rank 17, energy regen. Ion regenerates energy 25% faster. I don't know if you guys have actually tried out Ion in Frontier Defense, but she is a strong force. You can just spam split shot, aiming down sights as much as you want. Basically, as soon as your magazine is emptied and you're reloading, you have all your energy back again, at least if you have all these upgrades. It's insane, so you can just keep spamming it. I honestly don't think anyone's going to be using laser shot that often. It's just going to be split shots firing everywhere. I think Ion's complete playstyle is going to change. I could be wrong here, but that's the way I'm going to play her. Then we have Reflex Cannon at rank 20. Kills extend the duration of laser cannon. So when I first got this ability in Frontier Defense, I thought it was going to be almost an infinite laser core. Something similar to Ronin's Highlander plus sword core, where he just keeps getting it back over and over again. I've had clips of me having a sword core for like 3 minutes straight. So I've never had my laser core for that long. Maybe like 40 to 50 seconds max. And even though that's fantastic, it wasn't anything like I anticipated. So I think you have to be in the almost perfect situation to utilize this ability correctly. Like, let's say you're on Rise and there's like 12 Titans chasing you in a lane. There's nowhere for them to dash to. There's no cover for them to hide. It's just one straightforward lane. Then yeah, you can abuse the hell out of Reflex Cannon and have that laser core going for so long. And it's nice because the duration of the core extends on any kill, not just Titan kills. So you could kill a Reaper or something, and the duration extends. However, in multiplayer, I think it's going to be much easier for somebody with a brain, an actual real player, just to dash away or sprint away and not let you get that kill with the laser core. But then there's some things we could talk about. I noticed that in Frontier Defense with laser core, the more and more kills you get with the core, the more it extends, the faster your sensitivity becomes. One of the things I always complained about with Ion is that as soon as you activate laser core, let's say you're playing on a 3 sensitivity on a controller, it goes down to like a -1, and it's so tough to control. It's so easy for a Titan to just dash to the left, or for a Ronin to phase dash to the right, or somebody to just sprint a little bit to the left, and it's just really easy to dodge a laser core and take cover. However, now that your sensitivity is basically increasing the longer it lasts, it's not going to be that easy to dodge. So as long as you activate that laser core in one of these preferable situations, I think you're going to be in a really strong place, especially if there's no place to hide, there's nowhere to run, at least for your enemies. And if you see 2 or 3 Titans when you activate it, they're going to get screwed. Because of that increased sensitivity, you can just be a lot more accurate with your laser core. So overall, I think Ion's going to play a lot differently. At least the way I'm going to play her is going to be a lot different. I'm just going to abuse that split shot. Now, I might be wrong. Some people might still utilize the tripwires or the laser shots, but those things weren't buffed. It's all about the split shots when it comes to our Aegis upgrades, so I think that's what we need to focus on. And that is how I feel about Ion and Scorch, at least for now. Things could possibly change depending on how these discussions go over the next few days, so let me know how you guys feel about Scorch and Ion. Are they going to be worthy picks for Aegis Brawl or Aegis Last Titan Standing? And also let me know what Titans you want to hear about next, which Titans are you looking forward to. When I first started recording this video, I thought I was going to go over every single Titan and every single upgrade, and then slowly I realized there is a lot to go over with every single Titan, and if we did that, this video would be like 80 to 90 minutes long. So let's not do that. I don't want to do that. I don't think you guys want to listen to that. So instead, I'll just come back tomorrow and talk some more with you. I think we'll go over Legion, Ronin, and North Star next, but either way, I appreciate you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure you drop a like for me. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.